Good afternoon, everyone. We are here to share our business concept that will help individuals improve their learning outcomes. We call it In Circle. My name is Girish Gopalakrishnan. This is Kartik Venkatachalam. You're with me. Our problem or need statement is focused on 4 areas: individuals, corporates, schools and colleges, and a global issue. Let's start with individuals. As you would all acknowledge, there is too much content today, and there's too much to remember and apply in your day-to-day life. We are also faced with the challenge as to how we synthesize the few things we learn from the internet as a magnitude of order and enhance and improve it over the period of our life, which is continuous learning. The other aspect is we are learning a lot from the internet, and as a result, we are doing a lot of informal learning. How do we kind of get accredited or recognition for informal learning? Just moving on to corporates, corporates face a different challenge. They're spending billions of dollars on training budgets, but effectively research has shown only 5 to 10% of those dollars actually find their way back into the workplace. So effectively, a person goes to a training program for 4 days, and how much of that actually gets synthesized, shared, developed, and enhanced for the organization to benefit is a big question mark. And research has shown it's 5 to 10%. The approximate dollar spend was $8.2 billion last year on training budgets alone, so you can imagine the impact. Moving on to schools and colleges. As you all know, Gen Z moving to social networks, they love their gadgets. School is no longer a cool concept. So schools and colleges are constantly faced with the challenges of how do we change our coaching and assessment framework? How do we give a new meaning to blended learning? How can we change those sorts of things, improve the learning outcomes, play the game the students want to play, but still improve the learning outcomes? And finally, the global issue is how do we make learning accessible to the developing nations? We'll come to the solutions later with Kartik.
So the typical problem that the individual learner faces is that he's bombarded with a whole lot of content, a whole lot of information. So our platform, In Circle, we envision that our platform, In Circle, will be able to help the learner synthesize a few key concepts from the plethora of information. So we see a lot of things. It's not just the World Wide Web that we're talking about. We get a lot of information through conversations on TV. So the learner is going to be able to record this information, again, on a multitude of gadgets. You've got your laptop, you've got your iPad. And then the backbone or the engine of In Circle is going to be a spaced repetitive algorithm. So it's going to be powered to help the learner remember concepts. And this is basically by recording the concepts in a question and answer format, and the In Circle platform is going to ask the learner if he remembers the answer or not. So, and learning doesn't just happen as an individual. So the learner has to share, connect. So In Circle will provide that network. Girish doesn't like it, but I like to envision In Circle as the Facebook of learning, maybe an Evernote of learning. And also this platform is going to provide the peers, and we're also going to be able to connect learners with educators so that the students or the learners get their rating. And we do believe in informal badges. We don't think badges suck. We need some amount of some kind of rating so that the individual becomes marketable. And this, we believe, will address the problem of corporates looking for employability in their organizations. The user becomes marketable, and the organization knows that this is the person we want to hire. And as far as schools are concerned, the problem is going to be solved because, or we envision that the problem will be solved because we are using the channels of iPad, iPod, the latest gadgets that students want to play with, and we want to make learning fun and games. And at the same time, we want to be a socially responsible organization which will deliver learning to all sections of the society. And Gigi, over to you.
So the bottom line is, like, we have a lot of information or content in the on the net. In Circle kind of takes it up to the knowledge level, and we build quality knowledge over and above what internet provides as standard information or content. what we believe or what our vision is to create this content with the socially allied world. So we as a socially allied world have access, infrastructure, etc., and make quality knowledge available to the underprivileged. So we use a lot of cognitive surplus nowadays. We are engaged with Facebook. 10 years back, we didn't know what Facebook was. Now we spend, research has shown we spend trillion hours per year of global time is spent on cognitive surplus. So imagine that time, if we add some value to a network like this, will greatly benefit the underprivileged world. Just a state of play, very quick, is like our objective is to have a civic premium model. We will have a pay version for corporates and stuff, but our vision is to basically make this, the information and the knowledge, the quality knowledge available for not-for-profit schools, NGOs, and at our discretion. So we do have a mixed model. We call it the civic premium model. Where are we now at? We are ready with our alpha version, and we are commencing our beta build soon. We will plan to launch a beta in the next 3 to 6 months. We are a group of 7 extremely passionate professionals putting this venture together. And yes, we are seeking first round of angel investment as we stand at this stage. And to just finish up, we are inviting the audience. I think collectively we can make a difference to InCircle. We believe it's a platform by the people, for the people. So we would love you all to kind of get into incircle.com, register your interest for the beta. We would like to have your comments and build the platform for the future. So yeah, please approach us anytime during the conference, and thank you very much for your attention.